HCAM Sports Talk. Tom Nappy here. And right now we recap the 2022-2023 Hopkinton Hillers winter season. On Tuesday, February 14th, Hiller boys basketball hosted their final regular season home game and took on Medfield. It was an 18-13 Hiller lead heading into the second quarter.
Herman trying to drive through and feed it to the block. Good steal by DeLuca. Nice pass to Chatton, and he slams it down.
Another timeout.
Wow! Court pressure continues by the Hillers. Hyman able to pluck it away and feed it over to Dyson Roth, who finishes. And now look at this. Cho, count it!
Another timeout. Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable!
I mean, it's only a minute 20 into the second quarter, and the Hillers have scored 12 points. Freshman guard.
First bucket of the quarter by Medfield. Oh, look at that. Cole Dyson Roth knocks down a three from the corner.
Hillers outscored Medfield in the second quarter, putting up a whopping 29 points compared to Medfield's 17. It was a 47-30 Hiller lead heading into the second half.
They don't have 22 listed on the roster. Long two. And it's good.
That is a
Dyson
hometown
Roth.
bounce.
Ooh, they're going to give him a three.
Yeah, that was a three-pointer.
Iannelli, full court pressure by Medfield. On that foul, that was Sam Silk. Iannelli driving down to the block. He goes off the glass and in. Anthony DeLuca.
Nice job by Anthony. Play by Medfield. That was one of the nicest plays of the night right there.
Chatton long three. Yes!
Hillers add 25 more points in the third quarter and end up taking the win over Medfield, 89-71. Thomas Chatton put up 22 points for the Hillers. Cole Dyson Roth contributed 18 points in the win. Following the win over Medfield, the Hiller boys would go on to close out the season on a 3-game winning streak, taking down Westboro and Wayland on the road. The Hiller boys finished the regular season with a record of 14-6. On Wednesday, February 15th, Hiller boys hockey hosted Medfield in their regular season finale. It was a scoreless game heading into the second period.
Along the near side, Carrazza coming out with it, and he puts it in! Joe Carrazza! Well, Carrazza just comes out with it and flings it in, glove side, and it's a beauty. Down, lets it deflect off. A little risky though. Medfield approaching, there's a shot, it's put in. James Tyrgo sticks side and it sneaks in, and it's a 1-1 game.
Both teams exchange goals, and it's a 1-1 game heading into the third period.
Away, backhander, and the puck was loose. Behind Lang and brushed away. And now a great feed to Kevin Arthur from Zach Palmer, and Arthur puts it in. Back into Hiller territory, approaching a minute and a half left on the power play. And wow, a shorthanded goal by Kevin Arthur. I don't exactly know what happened there, but for some reason Kevin Arthur was left wide open. Back to Manser. 15 seconds left on the power play. Hillers certainly need a goal if they want any chance of this one. And that is in! Top shelf! Dylan Manser! Carrazza up against Arthur. And Carrazza looking for a shot out in front, and it's put in! Pavitt Mira! Off the deflection, Mira able to stuff it in and tie it up.
Both teams score 2 goals apiece in the third, and it's a 3-3 game heading into overtime.
Sends it out to McPherson, gets through his legs, and now a breakaway. Kevin Arthur approaching, and he puts it in! Oh boy! Medfield is going to win it in overtime.
Medfield's Kevin Arthur scores the winning goal in overtime for the Warriors as they take it 4-3. Medfield improves to 16-2-1. Hillers fall to 14-4-0. Medfield clinch the TVL Large title with the win. Hiller boys hockey finished the regular season taking home a tournament win in Martha's Vineyard. Hillers are 16-4 heading into the postseason state tournament. Also on Wednesday, February 15th, Hiller Alpine Ski competed in their final meet of the season. Here's a look.
On the blue course, number 135, Fort Ferrer, from St. John. Time event number 329, Alexander Lupke, 43.04. Time for event number 133, Jack Edwards, 38.44. That's been number 135, Paul Ferrer, 43.29.
View the full Alpine ski meet on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. On Wednesday, February 22nd, Hiller Girls Hockey hosted their regular season finale versus Algonquin. It was a 1-0 Algonquin lead heading into the third period.
Lead, and it has been a very evenly matched game. There's a shot, and is that in? That is in. What a shot by Emily Johns as she sneaks it by Riley Cholera. And it's 2-0 Algonquin to Bailey. Algonquin looking to clear. Oh, they have a breakaway opportunity. To the net, shot in. Emily Johns does it again. A short-handed goal for Algonquin at 5:11 left to go in the third period.
Algonquin would take the game 3-0. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne would finish the regular season with 6 wins, 12 losses, and 2 ties. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne will finish in the top 32 of the Division I rankings and has clinched a playoff spot. Hello everybody, Tom Nappy here, and we are joined by Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey head coach Scott Hayes. Scott, how's it going?
Excellent, Tom. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. So it's been a tremendous season, a very fun team to follow this year. Could you talk about what it's been like coaching this group and your success that you've had this season, and what you're looking forward to next? I know we got the playoffs coming up. Are there any goals this season?
Yeah, I think that, to start off, the season's been incredible. It's it's all about the group of kids that we have, and not just their skill level on the ice, but the level of character that we have in the locker room is outstanding. The bond that the boys have, is extremely tight, and I think that all those things have had a big hand in how successful we've been. Looking forward, I think that we've been on a trajectory where we feel like we're playing our best hockey of the year, and this is the perfect time of the season to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And this season you got Pavitt Mera back, and he has been the lead scorer on the team. Can you talk about his contributions this season?
Well, Pavitt's incredible. I mean, he's an amazing talent that you don't see on the ice that often. I think that he's really risen to probably the top player in the TVL. He certainly gets my vote. He's been outstanding for us. He plays in every situation, and the frequency with which he puts the puck in the net and and touches the score sheet on a nightly basis is amazing.
Absolutely. So much fun to watch. And he has my vote too for best player of the TVL. You got some great freshmen on the team as well, in James Hayward, Nolan Iorici, Cam McPherson, and Jack Resnick. And these are guys that have gotten more and more playing time as the season has gone on, and they seem like they're going to be great contributors for years to come. Can you talk about the freshmen on the roster?
Yeah, I mean, nothing makes me happier than having a strong freshman class. You know, the prospect of having a kid for 4 years and they come in their first year and they're ready to contribute at the varsity level is, you know, it's a coach's dream, if you want to put it that way. You know, the boys, I tell those four that, you know, they've been pushing my buttons in all the right ways. You know, they've earned every minute of ice time. Some of these guys, you know, maybe they probably deserved more, but given our roster and what we had to work with this year, you know, it didn't always work out that way, but we certainly, because of their play, we had to work for, you know, to find them ice time, and they've played valuable minutes for us.
Absolutely. They have been terrific this season, and I'm sure going to be big contributors over the next few seasons. You've had some tremendous goaltending from Jack Lang, and it kind of goes unnoticed sometimes because it's such a high scoring team in a lot of games. But can you talk about the performance of Jack Lang?
Absolutely. I mean, Jack's been amazing for us this year. I don't think it could go unnoticed if you look at some of the numbers that I have over the past few days. You know, he's got a 2.05 goals against average, which is incredible. He has 7 shutouts this season in 20 games. 6 of them came in the league. So he has 6 TVL shutouts, and Jack's been steady for us. And, you know, he's really been our anchor.
And you just had the Martha's Vineyard tournament. How did that go? It looks like another great year for the Hillers over at Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, we were certainly excited for the opportunity we got to play Linfield in the opening round. You know, like I said earlier, the boys played great hockey, and it was a full 45-minute effort. I thought against Linfield, we might have taken our foot off the gas a little bit in the third period when we felt good about ourselves, but you know, always learning lessons and you know, building towards a team that knows how to win. I thought that we corrected those mistakes on Saturday, and it was a dominant effort. You know, 5-0 over the host Martha's Vineyard.
Absolutely. And I'm sure it's always a good preparation going into the postseason, having that towards the end of the season. And talking about going into the postseason, I saw that you added a scrimmage against St. John's, and it won't count for anything, I believe, for the season, but a great team to scrimmage. Is that just to get the team ready to get them in postseason mode, scheduling a great team like that for scrimmage?
Yeah, well, 100%. I mean, I think that if we're going to go in the state tournament, you know, as far as we'd like to go, we're going to have to beat some incredible teams. And I think that your scrimmage opponent this week leading up to the tournament is very important. I think the pace that St. John's will put on the ice is going to help us tremendously get prepared for our, you know, for our first and, you know, further round games.
And lastly, Coach, I'm going to throw you in the fire a bit. Is there any player on the roster off the top of your head that has really surprised you this season, that has just come a long way and maybe you didn't expect it?
I probably should have, Tom, but I didn't know much about him. I would say that Dylan Manser has been an amazing player for us this year. You know, he's incredible when it comes to shutdown defense. I don't know if he got beat in a one-on-one situation all season long, but when he has the puck, he can really push the pace, whether it's that first pass on the breakout or he decides to take it up the ice. We talk a lot about, you know, entering the offensive zone, you know, with possession, and we want to control the puck. And when Dylan's on the ice, he gives us an absolute weapon that we're able to do that.
I can recall one shot he had from the blue line. That was a goal. It was just unbelievable. A lightning shot. Well, Coach, we're looking forward to the playoffs. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us, and hopefully it'll be a deep postseason run.
Hope so too, Tom. Thank you so much, and we appreciate all your awesome coverage all season long.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
On Tuesday, February 7th, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Ashland and celebrated senior night
Here's a look at the festivities.
First off, I'd like to welcome Ashland and give a big congratulations to their seniors as well. I'd like to thank, you can give them a little round of applause. That's nice. I'd like to thank everybody who came out tonight and the student body as well. All year long they've been supporting us, so I'd like to thank them. We're going to call out each one of the seniors and their family. And we're going to start with our managers. So we're lucky enough to have two great managers. The first manager is Anna Lindy with her mom, Erin, dad, Ken, and sister, Kate. Next up is Ariana Schaefer with her mom, Kathy. Now for our senior players. First up is Tommy Chatton with his mom, Laura, dad, Tom, and sister, Julia. Next is Zach Hyman with mom, Sherry, and dad, Steve. And our final senior, Cole Deisenroth with mom, Carrie, dad, Josh, and sister, Olympia. Let's hear it one more time for seniors from both sides, and we're going to finish with a 5-minute warm-up and get right to our game afterwards.
Zach Hyman, Cole Deisenroth, and Tommy Chatton. So it's good to see that the majority of this roster will be back next year, but of course the three seniors will certainly be missed and have been huge contributors to this team.
Absolutely. 3 starters. They've been a big part of this program for a number of years. Great kids, strong student athletes, both on the court and off the court, and so they're great leaders for this program. But again, like you said, there's a lot that's coming up the pipe too as well, so a lot to be excited about for Hopkinton basketball moving forward.
After the senior night celebration, the scoring got going for the Hillers.
Surrounded by defenders, gets it out, up for 3. Yes! Barely knocked away, and now it's taken away by Hyman, and he lays it in.
It's great effort by Captain Zach Hyman right there with the steal and the take all the way to the hole.
Toss over to Fuelhart, and stolen away. Thomas Chatton takes it to the rack, slams it down!
Oh, baby. Flush.
Feeds it over. Chatton drives baseline to the rack. Count it. Feeds it over. Up for 3. And no good there is Deisenroth. And it's going to be some good hustle by Iannelli. Feeds it to Wilson. Knocks it down. Off the O'Brien attempt. Rebound Deisenroth. Here comes the Hillers. 24 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock off.
Good ball movement right there.
Knocks it down. Cole Deisenroth.
Pushed by
up. Hyman driving down. Iannelli down to the corner for 3. Yes! Cole Deisenroth.
The Hillers led 39-23 at the half and proved to be too much to handle for Ashland as they took the win 63-52. Hillers improved to 11-5. Ashland fell to 1-17. Cole Deisenroth netted 17 points for the Hillers in the victory.
Robbie Rudisil with a well-needed bucket. Up for 3. Yes! Logan Del Ponte at the buzzer.
Woo! Logan Del Ponte.
It was a Hiller hockey doubleheader on Wednesday, February 8th. The boys started things off, taking on Ashland.
The Hiller's going to try to take it down. Mira sends it over in front of the net. It's put in. And that is going to be Cam McPherson. A shot by Ryan Akunis. Mira racing in. Backhander. Yes! Pavitt Mira makes it 2-0.
2-0 Hiller lead heading into the second period.
Here comes Title. Title closing in. Takes the shot and it's in. Title leaves it for Resnick, and Resnick pops it in. Racing in, and a nice pass by Morse, and it's put in by Parker Wynn. Morse to win into the net. Looking to break away or make that. That's Resnick. Resnick closing in, leaves it, and it's put in by Ian Tosca. A great feed by Resnick, and Ian Tosca makes it 5-0 Hillers. That score comes out 1 second left in the second period. Unbelievable.
Hillers would lead 5-0 after the second period and end up taking the win 7-3. Hillers improved to 13-3-0. Ashland falls to 7-8-0. The girls team took on Westwood after. It was a 1-0 Westwood lead heading into the final seconds of the third period.
Morgan Byler on the face-off for Hopkinton DS. Trying to stuff it in out in front, and the shot, and it is going to be a goal! Let's see. I believe it was Lucy Jean who got the last touch, but was it covered up? And it looks like no goal. No goal is the call. Oh, there's just so much going on there. Taking it is Sullivan. She's going to try to set it down. It's a race. Can Perroni get there first? Yes, she will. Sends it up. Uh-oh, at the blue line, top of the circle, deflected. Up along the boards. Shot in, that's the finisher. Tessa Jones.
Westwood ends up hanging on for the 2-0 win. Westwood improves to 6-9-1. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne falls to 4-10-2. On Thursday, February 9th, Hiller Alpine Ski was in action. Here's a look.
For Natalie Bailey, 80.6 out of the on the blue course from 920 Great Coast and Plum Golf Course. Time for number 117, Sandy Pastor, 27.03 on their red course number 817, and they knock out.
You can view the full meet on the HCAM YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV.
And now we want to take a few minutes to recognize our own senior along with her family. Tonight we thank Alexis for giving us everything she had during her 4 years as a member of the Hopkinton girls basketball family. Alexis, thank you for your hustle, your toughness, and your positive attitude. Please join us in honoring number 14, Alexis Bruce, along with her mother, Jessica, her father, James, and her brother, Nathan.
On Friday, February 10th, girls basketball took on Westwood. Hillers trailed 7-2 heading into the second quarter.
Restaghini driving in off the window, no good. Hiller rebound, put back, Lexi Bruce, no good. A secondary putback draws a foul. Bethel Flanagan heading to the line. And the Paharic, surrounded by defenders, gets it out to McCann. Up and in she goes.
A nice 14-point quarter for the Hillers. It was a 17-16 Westwood lead heading into the second half.
Had to get the scoring totals while everyone was anxiously awaiting. Knocking down the three, Ariana Katzman. Here comes the Wolverines with it as Kaiser feeds it up top. And a three knocked down by Ariana Katzman, her third three bucket of the game.
Westwood outscores the Hillers in the third quarter, 17-5, and would end up taking the game 40-28. Westwood improves to 14-3. Hillers fall to 3-14. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this segment of HCAM Sports Talk. We are joined by head coach of the Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball team, Coach Mike Greco, as well as a few of the players. We have the captains, Elena Davies and Caroline Kane, with us, as well as the lone senior on the roster, Lexi Bruce. How are you, everybody?
Good. How are you?
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Coach, so a young team this season, certainly not the record you wanted, but a lot of good improving talent on the roster, and you got a big win against Shepherd Hill, I heard, this past weekend. Could you talk about what it's been like to coach this team and how everything has gone throughout the season?
So the season's been, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Obviously the record isn't, what we had hoped, but, the girls have had such great attitudes. They come ready to work every single day in practice. The team chemistry has been off the charts. They're as close knit a group, as I can remember having, which is saying something, because sometimes when you're not getting the payoff of the wins, it's easy for those kind of things to fall apart. But I think it's really a testament to their character, their upbringing, who they are as people, that, we've really kind of stuck together through it all. I know that feel like we've been making progress in a lot of ways, battling through, focusing on the process. And as you said, it kind of really all came together for us the other night, beating a very talented, very tough Shepherd Hill team.
Yeah, Coach, we've been saying it on the broadcast all season long that this team is just constantly improving. And, in my opinion, I think the one thing that was missing sometimes was shooting from the field. I thought the defense was great. I thought the ball control was great. The passing was great. But shooting from the field was missing at times. But as the season went on, that began to improve. You had a close game against Westwood. Yeah, that win against Shepherd Hill.
Yep.
I definitely don't feel like this team has achieved all it's capable of, and I look forward to the next couple seasons where these players are going to develop.
Yeah, likewise. I think that for a lot of us, we're still learning how to play at the varsity level. Certainly through the first half of the year, I think it was really kind of a growing up period for us, where we had players coming in that, even if they had been on the varsity team before, we graduated 6 players that had played the majority of the minutes. So there was not a lot of experience. We've got players that were, playing 8th grade basketball last year that are now playing big varsity minutes. And so adjusting to the speed of the game, I think, was a challenge at the start. And, sometimes finding the right shot, from the field was, something we're still kind of figuring out. Like I said, we put a lot of things together. I think, in the game last night, we moved the ball well. We shared the ball. We found the right shots. Elena stepped up and hit 7 threes, which was kind of nice. So we had, we've definitely been improving in that area.
Absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of good talent on this team. It'll only get better as the seasons go on. And that must be the good thing about having a young team as a coach, is that you're going to have most of this roster back next season, and you'll be able to, they'll be able to improve even more.
Yeah, I mean, we'll certainly miss Alexis next year. She gives us a lot of toughness. She talks like crazy out there on defense. She truly understands a lot of like the defensive rotations and stuff. But to your point, it is kind of nice that we're going to be returning, 9-10 players from this year's squad that will be able to hit the ground running a little bit more next year. And I think we're just kind of scratching the surface of what our potential as a group can be.
And can you talk a little bit about Lexi and what she's contributed to the program throughout her 4 years at Hopkinton High School?
Yeah, Alexis has been she's been a huge part of the program. She, as you said, is our lone senior, but she gives us so much in terms of toughness. She played through a monstrous black eye earlier in the season. I don't even think she came out of the game when she got it. And if she did, she, threw ice on it, went right back in. So, I think that she's such a great example for the younger kids in the program that, you can play through some of this stuff, sets the tone that way. Even in practice today, we were, running a drill, and she was in the back of the defense, barking out orders everywhere and telling everybody, where they needed to be. And it was great. So we're going to, from that aspect, we're really going to miss her in terms of her toughness and her leadership next year.
And I'll turn out Alexis Bruce. How has your season been in your season year, and how's it been playing with this group?
I think it's been great. Like Coach said, our team is very tight-knit, so we're all in it together. And I think being the lone senior has been great because it's definitely been a leadership opportunity. Since I'm the lone senior, I've been in the program for the most amount of years. So I've been able to help the underclassmen, manage basketball with school. And I've got to have a great relationship with the underclassmen and all of us have stepped up to be leaders. I think that's been great. Every single girl on the team has had their own role and stepped up when we needed it the most. So I think it's been a great.
That's terrific. It looks like the black eye is healed.
It has healed. Yep, I can see.
Now, how'd you get that? Was that a basketball injury, or can you not share?
Oh no, it was basketball. Someone elbowed me, unfortunately.
Common injury in basketball.
Mhm.
Coach, could you talk about your captains this season? Elena Davies, Caroline Kane, they had great seasons, a lot of fun to watch. Can you talk about some of their contributions?
Sure. Elena has been our point guard all season. She's probably the one that, gave us, of the returning group we had, she probably played the most minutes for us last year. So we certainly look to her a lot, to handle the ball, to break pressure, to get us organized, a lot of that stuff. But even more than that, she and Caroline both have been so positive with the group, making sure everybody's got their head up, making sure the energy is right, being tremendous leaders, both on the court in practice, and then, organizing things like, going out to breakfast after a Sunday practice or team dinners and things like that. Some of that stuff that really forces that chemistry to develop, which can be tough when you have such a young team, and they've done a great job. Caroline, has been coming back from an ACL injury. And I think first half of the season was really kind of sort of still trying to figure out her way back. And she had, was on the varsity team last year, but, obviously wasn't able to participate at all. So was, on one hand, trying to overcome the knee injury, and on the other hand, trying to adjust to the speed and the physicality of the varsity game. And then something probably about halfway through the season, I guess, sort of clicked for her. And all of a sudden it was like she got her confidence back and, felt good about the knee. And, we're starting to see the old Caroline again, which has been great. And she's been, one of those players that we don't want to take off the court, certainly in a close game as of late.
Well, I have to say, Caroline, I certainly sympathize with you with the knee injury. They're not fun. I've torn my ACL. It's not fun. Elena, how has your season gone? How's it been playing with this group all year?
It's been awesome. I think obviously this hasn't been our best season, but I feel like honestly it's kind of brought us closer together because we've gotten through it together and we've kind of grown from it as a team. And I feel like even though our record may not speak for our improvement, we've gotten so much better all together and learned to work together so much better. And I feel like we've just grown so much, and I feel like it's been a really awesome season.
All right, Caroline, same question. How's this season been? How's it been playing with this group?
Yeah, no, it's been awesome playing with this group. I feel like, we've had our ups and downs throughout the season, but all of our downs have just made us so much closer, and we've really gained chemistry off the court, and we're finally starting to see, that chemistry on the court and seeing us, click. And I feel like yesterday really proved and showed our progress that we've just been waiting to see.
Terrific. And Coach, is the season concluded? Is there the Westboro tournament coming up, right? Or is that concluded?
Yeah, so we had Shepherd Hill in the first round of the Westboro tournament yesterday. So now we're in the winners bracket against we're playing against Westboro tomorrow night at 7:00.
Can you tell us anything about the Westboro team? What to expect? That's always a great crosstown rivalry.
It is. Yeah, they were in our tournament over the winter break. They're a very athletic team. They're well coached. They're balanced. They got a sophomore that can shoot the ball just lights out in Rachel Carpenter. They've got a couple of forward/wings that are real athletic. They get up and down. It's a team that tries to press you and get out and transition a lot. They're well coached. They play hard, so we're excited.
All right, absolutely. Should be a good battle. Lexi, can you tell us your favorite memory during the season? You have any favorite memories during the season?
I have a bunch. It's actually a hard question. But personally, I think senior night was definitely my favorite memory. I think the team did a great job of coming together, and really they put in a lot of time and effort to make that night awesome. I don't know if you've seen photos, but we had a Bruce letters card out. Yeah.
I was there.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, but I think that was definitely my favorite memory. It was a great night, and it was definitely special.
That was a great night. A lot of fun. Good game, too. Good game. You guys came up short, but it was a great game. Elena, any favorite memories from the season?
I'm gonna have to go with in the beginning of the season, the New Year's sleepover. I feel like it just like we all just got so much closer in that one night, and I feel like every year that's such a fun tradition, and that's definitely one of like the best memories of the season because it's like the first time that you really click as a team.
All right, Caroline, what about you? What are some of your favorite memories?
Probably my favorite memory was actually yesterday's game. I feel like it was so nice to see us all come together and like click. We've just been waiting for that moment for so long, and getting to go, go out to dinner and celebrate with each other was just a really good moment.
Yeah, I think since you beat Shepherd Hill and they're going to be in the playoffs, I should put your team in the playoffs, but I don't have a say. Coach, what about you? What are your favorite memories from the season?
I probably got a second Caroline's there. I think that, more than just the win yesterday, it was just the way that we played. We moved the ball with purpose. We picked each other up. Everybody stepped up and got something done when they got on the court. We went 11 deep on the bench, and, whether it was diving on the court for a loose ball or, making a key defensive rotation or grabbing a rebound, like everybody contributed something when they got out there. And, it's the kind of season where, our previous game, we played in Medfield and we got beat pretty good. I wasn't really sure what to expect, coming out on Sunday. And it felt like one of those games where, if the right team shows up, if we show up with the right attitude, like we were going to be competitive. But it also, the end of a season with a tough record, sometimes things go the other way as well. And to see the way that they came out and, even after going down 14-7 in the first quarter, picked it up and never gave up and clawed and fought. And even when we had a lead and Shepherd Hill came back, like we put on a run right back on them. And we just, like, I was so proud of the way that they played together, and they played for 32 minutes. It was something that I feel like sometimes they need to see in themselves to believe that they can do it. But it was that was one that I'll remember for sure.
Absolutely. I wish I was at that game. I must say, that's a great accomplishment, beating a team like that for sure. Lexi, what's next for you? You playing any spring sports? You playing any sports in college? What's next for you?
I'm not doing any spring sports. In college, I want to do intramural basketball, definitely. I love playing, so I was actually talking to my parents about that. I think I'm going to do that.
All right. Elena, how about you? Any spring sports, and you going to be playing anything in college that you know of yet?
I'm doing track in the spring, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. For college, I'm not really sure yet. I kind of have to start looking into that, but that'll definitely be something I put some more thought into in the future.
All right. What about you, Caroline?
In the spring, I'm going to play softball, and I think in college I'll be playing club basketball, hopefully.
All right. And so the practices are almost over, so we can't make you run too many laps. So I feel like I could ask this question. What's it been like
our
working
last one today?
What's it been like working with Coach Greco? Lexi, we'll start with you.
I think it's been great. All the coaches have been doing such a good job. They put in so much time to improve every day at practice. He knows exactly what drills, what we need to work on. And he definitely is great about keeping a positive atmosphere and helping every single player.
Right.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Like, coach is always so organized. He has his practice plan with everything we need to do. Like, he scouts every team. He puts so much effort in to like do the best he can to like make us do the best we can. And they've kept such a positive attitude with us all season. Like, it's definitely not been an easy season, but they've been so patient, and we like all definitely appreciate that. Like, I know we've all like noticed that, and like we definitely take that into account. Like, we appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree. Coach does a great job. He's so dedicated to all of us, and it definitely shows. He always scouts the teams beforehand. He makes a poster before the game with all like the key goals that we should do. And he's just always been there for us throughout the whole season, through our ups and downs. just trying to create a positive atmosphere.
All right. Well, congratulations on a great season, Coach Greco, as well as Alexis, Lena, Caroline. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and I think this team is only going to get better, and I wish you all the best luck against Westboro. Hopefully you'll take home a nice win in the Westboro tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On Monday, January 30th, Hiller Girls Hockey hosted Ursuline Academy.
Into the corner. Sent down, and a nice pass there to Liana Patrick, and she pops it in. Along the headboards. And there is a shot and a score. What a beauty that was. Callie Arthur powering it in.
It was a 2-0 Hiller lead after the first period. They added more in the second.
It scoots out to the far side. And now with it is Bailey taking the shot, and it gets between the legs of the keeper into the net. Casey McManus looked like she had the save and then just kind of lost it. And it goes 5-hole. Kelly Bailey makes it 3-0. Ursuline Academy with the man advantage for the next 40 seconds. But here comes Byler. And there's a shot from the top of the circle, and it's in! Mary Finnegan! Ursuline Academy certainly happy to have that score, get that 0 off the board. There's a backhander turned away as they continue to try to stuff it in, and they will! Lucy Jean! And Lucy Jean just kept fighting and trying to push it in, and the freshman out of Hopkinton makes it 5-1.
The Hillers took the game 7-1 and improved to 4-7-1 on the season. On Tuesday, January 31st, Hiller Girls Basketball hosted Norwood. Wally Henneberry and Steve Spector on the call.
Gets it back to Bellacourse. Eva O'Neill swings it around. Three-pointer for Cece Becker, and that's her first bucket of the night. And it's a three-pointer.
Pass right there.
Yeah. That's the Bellacourse. Pulls it out. A deep three-pointer.
Wow. That's a good shooting team.
For Ariana Blake. And that's her first three-pointer of the night, and her 5th point.
Norwood took the win 57-34. On Wednesday, February 1st, Hiller Girls Hockey celebrated senior night and took on Medway.
Number 2 from Nipmuc High is Kelly Bailey, accompanied by her mom Kathy and her dad Tim. Forward, number 3 from Blackstone Valley Tech is Sophia Mazzucchelli, accompanied by her mom Ann and her dad Paul. Next up, forward, number 4 from Nipmuc High is Julia Mistretta, accompanied by her mom Melanie and her dad Aldo. Now, defense, number 8 from Hopkinton High is Kaylee Merkel, accompanied by her mom Kristen, her dad Chris, her brother Connor, and her sister Kendall. Now, defense, number 11 from Hopkinton High is Jillian Wegner, accompanied by her best friend Kaylee. Next, captain, defense, number 16 from Hopkinton High is Haley Cox, accompanied by her mom Dawn, her dad Doug, her sister Katie, and her brother Mike. Next up, defense, captain, number 17 from Hopkinton High is Bianca Musgrave, accompanied by her mom Paula, her dad Adam, and her sister Emily. Now, captain, forward, number 19 from Nipmuc High is Leon Pat, accompanied by her mom Chris, her dad Paul, her grandma Sandy, and her brother Curtis. Our final senior, defense, number 26 from Dover Sherborne is Abby Wayne, accompanied by her dad John.
Night hockey here on HCAM. Along the corner, Pass up by Byler. Now out in front, Wayne with the shot. It's in! What a beauty! Abby Wayne makes it 1-0 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne.
It was a 1-0 Hopkinton DS lead heading into the second period.
Territory from Julia Byrne. Up along the corner now. Sent out. There's a shot. Turned away. Secondary shot in. Julia Byrne puts it in off the deflection. And it's a 1-1 game.
The game was tied at 1 apiece heading into the third period.
Leanna Patrick. And she kind of lost her stick and tripped. And that's going to be put in. What a shot from the right circle. Uh-oh. Racing up the far side. Shot off the post. Off the post goes Moriarty. And there's a loose puck, and it's put in. That'll do it.
Medway took a well-fought-out game 3-1. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne falls to 4-7-2. Medway improved to 8-4-2. On Thursday, February 2nd, Hiller Wrestling hosted Dedham and celebrated senior night. Here's a look. Dedham took the match, 39-36 in a very close battle. On Friday, February 3rd, Hiller Girls Basketball hosted Holliston.
Might see her recruited by the track team. Simpson driving in, up, count it. Megan Simpson, 20 points.
Yeah, good drive by Davies.
Williams over to Lyons. Feeds it to the short corner, up and good. And that is number 21, Ava St. John.
Holliston took the well-fought-out win, 46-36. The Panthers snap a 5-game losing streak and improve to 7-9 on the season. Hillers fall to 3-12. On Tuesday, January 24th, Hiller Girls Basketball hosted Millis. It was a 34-29 Millis lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Layup getting yourself crushed or rushing it.
For three. No good.
Just off the back iron, but she gets her own rebound.
Davies driving in. Yes. Up top, Restagini. Flanagan.
Goes baseline. Nice.
Count it.
Nice little floater on the baseline. A turnover. Oh, but Millis was able to keep it.
Rice feeds it over for three. Boy, did Millis need that. Knocked down by Olivia Hockman. Or no, Haley Bassett, excuse me.
Hillers have done, try to get possession through the jump balls.
Kane gonna feed it in. Over to Davies, who punches it out. Able to gather it up.
Again, a lot of difficulty getting that in under 5 seconds.
Kane feeds it over Finnegan.
Oh, nice give and go right there.
Turn around off the window and in. Caroline Kane.
Her first 2 points couldn't have come at a better time. Davies, huh?
I never try to predict anymore because it usually ends up wrong. Bassett hits the first. And this is a big one here. No good. Hillers could use a bucket here. Restagini for three. Yes!
Oh, big one right there.
Tegan Restagini gives the Hillers the lead.
41 seconds to go. That is the biggest bucket of the night so far.
No good. Millis has to work quick.
Yeah, they got to play some full court D here.
Here's Rice. Feeds it back, driving in! And that'll do it!
Tight defense on the Hillers to finish it off. No fouls.
The Hillers hang on!
And there was some contact there, but no fouls called, and that's a big win for the Hillers. They come back from down 5 after 3 to win 39-38.
The Hillers outscore Millis 10-4 in the quarter and end up taking the game 39-38. Hiller girls improved to 3-9 with the upset win. Also on Tuesday, Hiller Wrestling hosted Keefe Tech. Here's a look.
You stay in control and you take the shot.
Hopkinton took the win 54-22 and improved to 4-2 on the season. On Wednesday, January 25th, Hiller Boys Hockey hosted Medway. They got the scoring going early and often in the first period.
And here he goes. Carraza and Mara, this is danger. Mara across to Carraza, backhander in. And that is actually going to be number 18, Cam McPherson, who met him up the ice and popped it in. Sir leaves it behind. Hayward sent across. Approaching, shot in! What a great shot by Dylan Manser! Comfortable now, is looking for more pressure here. Left behind by Manser. Zolotarev takes a shot, wow! Vasily Zolotarev, the senior, bringing the heat by Bahari. Getting in the way there, Mara puts it in! Mara intercepts it and goes blocker side to make it 4-0.
Hillers net 4 goals in the first period and would end up taking the game by a final of 6-0. Hopkinton improves to 10-2 on the season. On Thursday, January 26th, Hiller Swimming and Dive hosted Norwood and celebrated senior night. Here's a look.
Olivia, she's gonna do it. Come on, Olivia.
Whoa, she's got the girl.
She's got her. Let's see.
I love it.
Oh, the other girl's, whoa, what a swim by Olivia Scalora.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, his,
But he already qualified in the event or two, right?
he did not qualify in this, but he qualified, Davis has qualified for, states in the 100 fly and the 100 back, and sectionals in the 200 IM. Very nice swim by Davis Pishop. All right, let's see how she does coming off the turn.
I'm surprised at that, to be honest. I'm surprised.
You're surprised that her best time's a 108?
Faster than that, but
yeah, the qualifying time.
She's got that girl back there.
The qualifying time's at 59, so.
What?
The qualifying time's at 59, so she would have to drop a lot.
Well, she dropped
but
time.
But she definitely dropped time.
Dropped that much, yeah.
She is she's a freshman. She's been having a great season.
Awesome, yeah.
So she took first. Norton took second and third, I believe. I think the Norton swimmer is 50 yards behind. All right. Nice swim by the Hopkinton boys, the 400 free. Owen Picard is finishing strong. And there he goes. Nice. All right. Big shout out for Maggie McCarthy. Sadly, she is homesick. If Eve doesn't make it as a diver, she could be an announcer.
Yep.
Very nice, and that's Connor. And that's it. There were only 4 seniors on the team this year.
Was Declan the guy with the hats?
Declan is the guy with the caps.
Yeah, I was seeing it.
Hopkinton ended up taking the win on the boys' side, 89-66. On the girls' side, Norwood took the 81-73 win. On Friday, January 27th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Medway. Wally Hannaberry and Steve Spector on the call.
On him. He's going to get rid of that. And he comes down
There
the
it is.
lane. Puts a layup.
Oh, yes.
And he gets it. And he's going to shoot one.
That's exactly what we're looking for, right on cue.
There. Big rebound for Dyson Rock. Gets over Iannelli, who's looking across the court for Tommy Chatton for 3. Oh, and he does not get it.
There it is.
But Dysenroth gets the rebound. He puts in a layup for 2. And Mitch Simulus, who gets up to Tommy Chatton, who drives the lane.
Sweet.
The layup, and he hits it. Fans don't have to get
Gotta
too
launch
upset.
it. Oh! It's a good effort. There's a steal.
By Hyman. Oh, but it gets tipped to Jack Gold, who flips it over to Simon, who puts up a 3.
Oh, man.
It just rattles around and goes in.
Steal, too.
Same kid. Here he comes again, and he gets it over. Nope, it missed.
Oh, that's
and there's a bucket for Reisman.
It was a great back and forth battle, but Medway took the win 54-48.